to welcome into the building a local fashion designer. Goes by the name of Kiran K. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the grind, Mr. Kiran K. How you doing, brethren?
I cool, Chromatics. What's up, man?
I did. We've been doing a little work together for a while.
Yeah.
We've always exchanged conversations about the industry, whether it be yours or mine. We're all into the creative side of things, and of course, fashion and art and entertainment and performances always come hand in hand. You know what I mean? So just give us a little background in terms of your brand, Kiran K. Of course, you have it on right now. For those who don't know, you could check my Instagram and check some pictures of when I went to Atlanta. Of course, for the Remy Martin producer series, I was rocking. Kiran made sure and hooked me up with some gears, some really fly gears, red, white, and black. So check out that as well. But yeah, just give me a little background in terms of the brand and yourself as a designer.
Okay, well, first of all, good night, Trinidad and Tobago. Good night, Chromatics, and good night, DJ Kiran, man. Yeah, so nice to be here. Well, the Kiran K brand is a brand of it's a tailored design brand. It's mostly consists right now of hoodie suits, but the hoodie suits are we mix the material into these hoodie suits. Like we use suede and we use leather to put together a pattern on the garment itself. So it's different materials into one garment, and we also have the tailored line, which consists of more men clothes like blazers and suits to go wedding and waistcoat and shirts, long sleeve shirts, short sleeve shirts, and the short pants and stuff. But we more focus on the fleece, right? On the fleece material right now, which is in
the hoodies and
the hoodies and stuff, and the hoodie dresses.
Whole sweatsuit, hoodie dresses.
Yes, and we have hoodie dresses. Yeah, the trending hoodie dresses. Ladies, make sure and check out the hoodie dresses. It's very comfortable. All the women love it.
Well, yeah. Right, but so I want you to go back to how did you really get into saying that you wanted to be a designer or tailor, started off as that, or how did you really get into it?
Well, really, it got into me in the sense that when I went to school, right, I was to go to Rima Comprehensive, right. And my mom didn't want me to go there. She got a transfer for me, and I went Barataya Senior Comprehensive. Big up to Barataya Senior Comprehensive. Wow. Right. I know a lot of you are listening, right? And I really wanted to do electronics, and the electronics class was full, right? So it was between music, electronics, and tailoring. And at the point in time, I just say, Mom, I go choose tailoring, just learn to sew some hole in some pants and some zip and them stuff,
Right.
I didn't take it serious. And there was this teacher called Miss Martian, right? I asked her to sew a bomber jacket for me for the Christmas dance that coming up. And she said, if you sacrifice your lunch and your break, I will make you sew it. And I say, okay, miss, what I get? And she tell me get all the material and thing. And after that, she made me sew a bomber jacket. And from there, the history was made. Yeah, I never stopped from that.
The bug bite you in
the
that
bug
moment.
Bite me real hard. Yeah.
And how you had to step out to the school dance? Fresh?
Real fresh. All the girls, all.
Nice. And so therefore, all right, so after that, did you just get into you were just tailoring at that moment?
I was tailoring at that moment.
Right.
And after I went John Donaldson for like a year. Right. And after that, it was a lot of workshops I did, and it better the craft. In like some of the workshops I will go is like business workshops, and some of the workshops was also like designing, learning to sew. I even went to a poultry class.
Right.
So all of that is mixed into Kiran K. That's why you find the leathers, the suede, the different garments into the hoodie suit, the track suits. That's why it's so different.
Right. And then where did you decide to say, all right, I want to start my own brand? No, you were sewing for years and whatnot, and tailoring rather. And what made you say that I want to start my own brand?
Well, what year it was, boy? This is like must be about 16 years ago. I just find everybody. I started wearing my clothes, sewing my clothes. I used to watch a lot of rap videos at the time,
right.
DMX and
right.
And I always like polo, and these influenced the Kiran K, and I started watching their style and putting it together, even some Tommy Hilfiger. And from there, I started to go out, and when I go parties, people will say like, "Hey, where you get that fresh suit from?" But I will say, "Hey, it come down from foreign, you know." And it was a continuous thing. Anytime I go in the club, somebody watch my suit and say, "Hey, you have on a nice suit," and I say, "You know what? I could turn this to a brand from there." And I started, putting together a collection and stuff. And some neighbors came along and started telling me, "Hey, you could do this thing." And then one of them ended up doing the logo for me, and all of that happened. And that is why the Kiran case here now today. So that is how I started. And I realized, there's my God given talent, because from small I always liked fashion.
Right.
When my aunt sent the barrel of clothes, I would be the first person to rush inside the barrel. "Hey, let me see what auntie bring for me."
Right.
And pick up. Well, I always used to get a pair of white old schools Air Force ones.
Right.
And then I would look to see what it had there to wear it. So I was always into fashion from small,
Well, a white Air Force goes with anything.
Yes, that is it. That is it exactly.
Yeah. And then, all right. So, I mean, how has the brand been doing in recent times? Because I've seen you have styled and made garments for a lot of celebrities, both local and international. Like,
Yes.
you call some names now.
Call some names, Marshall Montano, Luciano,
Right.
Chromatics, of course.
Right.
I try to remember. There's a gospel artist. That's like my brother. David Matas.
Right.
Who else? Ringleader.
Right. So,
A lot. The list goes on and on.
right.
Right. So yeah.
And
Yeah.
so how I think you now you have your garments in stores and whatnot at this point in time.
Yes. Well, right now it's 3 locations. I'm so happy to say that, right?
Right.
Because that is one of the things designers look for, to get a space to put their
distribution.
garments in, right? So one of the stores right now that have most of the clothing is the Cottage at the Radisson, right? The other place here is Millennium Cuts in Bonnier Gardens, right? Owned by Darren Ford. Hey, I must big up Darren Ford. There's a man who went with me way back.
Right.
And the other store right now is and oh gosh, I'm trying to remember the place. After Shogunas, Freeport.
Right.
Yes, Freeport named Simone's.
Right.
Yes, it's gonna open tomorrow, right? But we're not gonna put close there until Saturday.
Okay.
Right? So those are the 3 locations. Happy to have them having the Kiran K in their store. And I thank God for that,
Yeah,
All praises to the Most High. Yeah, man.
Very grateful for that. But so I do want to ask, so being in the fashion industry locally, what are some of the challenges that you've faced, and things that or not just you, but you've seen the entire fashion industry and other designers like yourself. What are some of the challenges that you think we need to be overcome?
All right. Some of the challenges. Well, one of the major things is that space for showing your clothes.
Right.
Right, which we have overcome this year. That was the first news we get for the new year. I was so happy to hear Miss Erica welcoming me to the cottage.
Right.
Right. The other stuff is sometimes the material we get.
Right.
Sometimes we purchase material, and when we go back to the store, all is finished. Right. So the Kiran K invest now, and we just buy bolts of cloth once we see the material and we like it, whole bolt.
Right.
Right. And well, the challenges is now starting to come down, because we have a new thing happening right now. We have, Kiran K, we mix a lot of material, right? So we now doing collaboration with other designers, where we let them do the batik, or we let them do tie-dye, and then we put in that into the hoodie suit itself, right? So not the entire hoodie suit is tie-dye. We have that is something new for 2020 we coming out with.
Okay,
but
cool.
Within the materials, within the prints on the garment, in the hoodies, in the whether it's the bomber jacket or the pants, you will see pieces of tie-dye or batik. Right? We're still working on it, to see which one is so much. Right? So everything getting better in the fashion industry, especially I want to thank Fashion TT a lot. They have been doing great things to the designers, teaching us the business side of it. So there's more ups now than downs in the fashion industry. And coming along, and the next thing, working with artists like Chromatics. Very patient, very humble, and very nice. And make sure and advertise your product properly. I must put in that. because
Yeah,
I'm
man.
so thankful for him for that, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
No respect. You know what? This is what we do here on the grind. We support, and I'm just someone who supports. And I always thought it was important that music and fashion, as I say, go hand in hand. And we've
Yes.
seen it being done how many other times, especially in hip hop. All these
Yes.
big brands collaborate with artists, and who becomes brand ambassadors or wears their gear. And we see it on the red carpet. People just go and get their dress made from whoever, or the suit or whoever. And of course, they promote the product. So it's two hand to clap in the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, but I always found this was my problem with a lot of local designers and fashion. But that, as you say, is changing. And me and you collaborate, and we've, worked together before. But I found that a lot of designers were kind of up there now. They feel it up there, and they feel that the clothes was up there. So that they wouldn't really associate themselves with a local hip hop artist or dancehall artist or even some soca artists. You know what I mean? They would really try to keep their brand and their fashion uptown. You know what I mean? But I think that is improving, and I just want to encourage the local fashion designers to step out into the world of music in Trinidad, because we have so many different talents, and it's not just. I mean, because we see the biggest artists in the world rocking the Balenciagas and Gucci and all of that, and that is high end fashion.
Yeah.
But it's being represented by the quote unquote urban community. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I want to commend you on that, on reaching out, and of course working with artists in all different genres. So where can someone who's interested in seeing your selection and your lines, where can they hit you up, and where they could go to see some of your product?
Well, you can head to Instagram on Kiran_K_clothing. Now the Kiran is spelled Kiran_K_clothing. Also on Facebook, Kiran K Clothing. My Gmail, Kiran K Clothing at Kiran K Clothing line at gmail.com. And we have a website. I hope the website's still up. I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's carnival time, people. Excuse me. www.kirankclothingline.com, and check out the fashion and support it. It's really, really nice and trending. And the shocking thing about the Kiran K Clothing line, it's more being bought outside the country than inside the country. Yes.
Well, you know how it goes. You know how it goes.
Yes.
But that's all right. That's all right. We'll get around to it. Sometimes it just cycle back. Yeah, so anything else that you would like to leave, with the listeners out there, as a not even just as a fashion designer, but as, of course, a entrepreneurial person and youth, doing this business by yourself, funded and self-employed. Do you want to leave any sort of words or advice to someone who might be trying to start their own business, not just in fashion, etc.?
Okay, Trinidad and Tobago, let me tell you all something. You all have a lot of talents. To all the youths with the gang thing, all they put on all their gun and pick up the talent. Here why. Right now, the government is investing heavily in the creative industry, and we know you all are creative. I just want to send that message clear to all. Don't be on that gang thing. Don't be on that violence thing. To all their talent. There's a lot of people with musical talent. All they seeing it all these days, and outside they are sampling our music. So all they know it is very, very good. So I want you all to put on, wickedness or whatever, and pick up God and pick up your talent and go there. Somebody will reach you. Somebody. Look, I bounce up Chromatics. Look, Kiran here on the radio bounce up Chromatics. And he weared my garment, and he stand up next to Jermaine Dupri, who I know from since I was a little boy, I listened to Jermaine Dupri. I never believed somebody would have stand up next to Jermaine Dupri in my clothes. So I want all you to be encouraged, and you could reach somewhere. Look, I'm on the radio station here today. I tell you all something, because I'm very humble. I didn't believe this would happen, and it happened. So if it could happen for me, it could happen to you. Right? So all you, come on. We're a creative country, very talented. Look at Carrie Festa. If you walk in Carrie Festa and see the kind of talent with the music, with the art, with the sewing, everything, with the even the leather sandals, the beads. Look, my beads, Kirby beads on my chest here right now.
Local.
We only wear local.
Right.
No. I love all my New York supporters, but we love the Kiran K. We love the local. Right?
Yeah,
So,
no doubt.
what I mean? Pick up God, put God in your life. Whatever religion is, you know the right thing. do the right thing, and God bless you, and you go reach far. Right?
Yeah, man. You don't know. Once again, give him the Instagram.
Well, yes, my Instagram handles Kiran, Kiran _K _clothing.
Nice.
Yes, and let me just say good night to my daughter and my son, Adile and Anaya, and my mother, I love for watching them, and my beautiful wife, Akisha Charles Knights. Yeah.
You don't know. Kiran K. Make sure local designer, local clothing line. I endorse them. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Go and check out some of the garments. Support that, you know? Yeah. We keep it local. We keep it 100% TNT and TTT, of course. That's the parent station.